Hello. I figured I could go a little bit early because I believe everyone's finished for today. So, I'm just gonna drop the income disclosure real quick. Let's see, because we're talking about money tonight, okay? Let's see. Okay, let me see if I can pin this. Hi, Emily. How are you, girlfriend? All right, so, first of all, I just want to say thank you so much, Morgan, for doing this. I think this is amazing. I have told my Scentsy story many times, but for whatever reason, I am nervous. So we're just gonna roll with it. Show up authentically. Hey. So I just want to say, if you are in this group, good for you, because you have taken the first step into creating your own Scentsy journey, potentially. So I am super proud of you. So let me introduce myself real quick. I'm just getting ahead of myself. My name is Kassidi. I am 30 years old. I am a mother, a wife, and I love Scentsy. Okay, we love fragrance around here. The products definitely pulled me in. And I have so many reasons for why I continue to show up and work my business every single day. But we'll get to that in a second. So yeah, 30 years old. I'm from South Louisiana, born and raised. I still reside here. And I am the director for Simply Scented Sisters. Say that fast 3 times. Family of teams. So shout out to you ladies who are here and hanging out with us. So my Scentsy story. I actually joined Scentsy back in January of 2021. I was just shy of a year being married to my husband. So we were still fairly like newlyweds, I guess you could say. And I had been in network marketing before. So I was actually with another company at the time. I had been with that company for probably about 6 months. And I was just in a place where I wasn't feeling like I had the community that I wanted within the network marketing industry. The products didn't really align with me, just being completely honest. It wasn't something I could see myself doing long term. So I did kind of start venturing out and looking into other things. I have always been, so a little bit more background. We're backtracking a little bit. I have a degree in business, so I have always known that one day I wanted to start my own business, or like, have different streams of income as an entrepreneur. I have an entrepreneurial spirit. It speaks to me. So I always knew that I wanted to do something like this as my main thing. So I started looking into different companies. I had never tried Scentsy before. I'm one of those crazy people that never tried the products before I joined. But I did have a scent social with a friend, and it did really well. I had no expectations on how it was going to work out because, like I said, I've been with other companies in the past. So, I didn't really know what to expect with Scentsy. So I had the party with her. I did $1,000 in sales, joined Scentsy as a certified consultant, basically. Completely skipped the first promotion, or the first title in the company. Joined as a certified consultant, basically. And that's kind of when it clicked for me. I was like, okay, I really see that people love these products. And whether they wanted to support me or not, who knows, but my people showed up for me, and that was really awesome. So I kind of had like a epiphany and was like, okay, maybe I need to go all in with this and see where it goes. So that's exactly what I did. Promoted to director within 5 months. Just doing all the things, partying. Scentsy actually has an unlimited amount of resources. So anything that you feel like you need to be trained on, if your sponsor or your director, doesn't know the answer, our workstation, our back office is like a gold mine of information. So if you can't get an answer from somebody, you can absolutely find it there. So I really just deep dived into everything. I wanted to learn everything. At the time, I did not have a child, so I had some free time on my hand, and I was going back to school for nursing, which I quickly realized that I did not want to work in the health industry, and that was kind of like post-COVID, so that was a no for me. So I quickly was like, okay, we're not doing this. But going forward, I just continued with that momentum, continued sharing the products, continued to party, all that jazz. And then right before I did join Scentsy, so going back to COVID days, I was working from home for a small business out of the city closest to me, which is New Orleans. I'm sure a lot of you guys know where that's at. And I was driving back and forth to the city every day. It was like an hour and a half drive there and back. And it was a really hard job. Like mentally, it was a really hard job. We're not gonna go like into all the details because I'll be here all night. But basically, it was just a really stressful environment. The job itself was really stressful. And then I really hated the commute. It was an hour and a half drive there and back, like I said. So sometimes it would leave me getting home at like 9 o'clock at night, and that just was not what I wanted to do, like at all. So COVID came, I got laid off, joined Scentsy. Fast forwarding back to where I am, my first year in. So promoted to director, continued to do the dang, party, talking to as many people as I possibly could about everything, whether it be the products or the opportunity. And I realized I had another light bulb moment that you can actually really make money with Scentsy. You can actually really make money with Scentsy. And there's so many people in this community, in this space, that want to see you win and also want to help you, like want to be there for you, want to support you. It's just a very like family oriented community, which is one reason why I will be here until Scentsy is no more, right? I'm definitely a Scentsy lifer. I absolutely love this company. I actually went back to that job part-time later in 2021, still working from home mostly, but she would have me drive to the city every now and then. I just did it for the extra money because, I didn't have anything else to do. I was at a point in my system where my business was so like such a well-oiled machine that like I had systems in place and I could do another job. Like I was working maybe 3 hours a day with Scentsy, so there was no issue there as far as like me going back to work part-time or even full-time. So that's what I did. My husband and I were trying to just like get ahead financially and like really just live a grand little time, because we knew eventually one day that we did want to have kids. So yeah, we were just saving, doing all the things. So fast forward to the end of 2021, I actually had enough of my job. I decided that I didn't want to go back anymore and that I was quitting because my Scentsy income was more than what I was making with that job. And I was in a place where I felt like, okay, I can continue to build this and I'm going to be okay. Like I hit the point where I could replace that job. I replaced my income, supplemented my income, and I didn't want to deal with it anymore. And that was such a good feeling, man. Oh my God, I'm not gonna get emotional. But yeah, that job sucked. And oh, sorry y'all, don't mean to shake y'all up. And I couldn't deal with it anymore. Like I said, it was really stressful. I was having like a lot of anxiety, to the point where I was just not functioning. I was not functioning properly. It was really bad. So I decided to leave that job, and just do Scentsy full time. Well, fast forward a little bit more. Early 2022, I found out that I was pregnant. My husband and I actually went to Colorado for our anniversary, our 2-year wedding anniversary. And I was really sick the whole time. And obviously I thought it was like the altitude, but it wasn't. I was actually like 7 weeks pregnant at that time. So again, I knew from that very moment right then and there that I did not want to go back to work. I was working Scentsy full time. I needed to make an income, so that I could stay home with my daughter when she was born. Well, fast forward a little bit, and that's exactly what I'm doing now. So I am a full-time stay-at-home mom. It's just me and my girl most days. And I'm still navigating like how I want to work my business with a toddler. We're definitely in a season right now, and like a lot of the ladies I spoke today, that's completely normal and that's okay. Like, this business is here for you when you show up for it, right? And you can work it around your schedule, and you can work it around life in general. So that is another reason why I will never go anywhere. I love this business so, so much. So yeah, I have some notes here. I'm just reading. I'm sorry, y'all. So my biggest thing with Scentsy is I wanted so much more out of life. Like, I wanted to dream really big. Like, I have some really, really big goals, and I know that Scentsy can get me there as long as I stay disciplined and continue to do all the things that work. So just really for the freedom, right? I want to retire my husband one day, and we will get there. We will get there, mark my words. I don't want him to have to worry about going to his job. I want him to be able to spend time with us. I want to be able to travel when we want to. I want to be able to just wake up on a Monday and bring my daughter to the zoo if that's what we want to do that day, you know. Really just want to live life on our terms. And I believe and I know that Scentsy can get us there. Like, there's so many people in this group that have shared their experiences, and I know that this can happen, and it will happen. Again, mark my words. So time freedom, like I was saying, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and more recently, we sold our house last September to move in with my grandparents. I'm actually in my daughter's room right now. She doesn't sleep in her crib, so it's fine. It's fine. It's extra quiet up in here. But my grandma got really sick. She got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. I want to say in 2021. She had a procedure done, and she was in remission. Well, after my daughter's first birthday party last September, we found out that the cancer came back. I swear to God, I'm not gonna cry. So yeah, sorry. Yeah, we sold our house in July. We were here from July to September, and then we found out that my grandma's cancer had come back, and it was really, really bad. It was much more progressed than we thought. And she was actually sent home on hospice in December. So I say all of this to say that it was such a blessing that I was able to be here with her. Working a 9-to-5, I would have never been able to do that, and it was a lot of hands-on care with her. A lot. While being a stay-at-home mom and having my toddler with me, it was very taxing. And if you guys have like elderly parents or grandparents, or you're a caregiver to someone, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Throw in a busy toddler into the mix that doesn't understand really what's going on, and it was really, really hard. She actually recently passed away in February. So still trying to find my groove in all of this, but I am so thankful and so grateful that I have this opportunity to be able to fall back on during those times, because I was still working my business. It obviously it wasn't like I was before, but I was still showing up and still being consistent as much as I could, and also spending as much time with them as I possibly could, and being here for my family. So it has definitely been a crazier season in life, but I'm just so grateful. Honestly, truly, I'm so grateful. Scentsy has also given me the ability to really focus on finances, and I know that sounds kind of silly maybe, but before I joined Scentsy, I really never paid attention to any of that. Honestly, we were living paycheck to paycheck. We were newlyweds. I was unemployed a lot. COVID happened, like so many things happened, and we're actually now in a place where we can finally, like, we're talking about starting savings accounts, like multiple savings accounts, and retirement funds, and having some kind of fund for Kaylee set up, my daughter, to help her when she turns 18, to have a cushion for her to be able to decide whatever she wants to do. If she wants to go to college, she can use it for college. If she wants to buy a house right after graduation, she can do so. If she wants to start a business, she has a great down payment. I probably wouldn't have been able to say any of that 3 years ago, right? We would still be living paycheck to paycheck, and it would be really, really hard. So I'm super grateful to be even, I guess, like, having the vision. Since he ultimately gave me the vision to be able to think about things in a different way. And obviously it's things that I could have done on my own, but seeing other people in this community live and have like these big scary goals and dreams, it does something to you, right? So definitely this community, being surrounded by so many people that are just hitting these goals and setting really, really high standards for themselves and dreaming bigger than they probably ever would have without this business and this community, is truly amazing. Thank you, Em. You're so sweet. Travel. Scentsy has allowed us to travel more. So I'm going to talk about events first. So we have a family reunion that we host every single year. It's called Scentsy Family Reunion, and it's in a different place every single year. This year, we're actually going to Orlando in July, and the way they have it set up this year is so freaking cool, because we're actually able to like vacation around the general sessions. When we're required to be there, and they have like giveaways, and they tell us what's going to be happening in the fall and next year, where our incentive trips are going to be. You have the chance to earn incentive trips, you guys. We have an incentive going on right now currently where if you get 9 out of the 12 months, you get a prize, and if you get all 12 months, just doing one simple task in your business each month, you get like a Scentsy Arctic cooler, and I want to say something else, but there's some really fun prizes. So just know, like, you get incentivized for your really hard work. Not only are you getting a paycheck, but Scentsy will also have fun incentives twice a year, which is really, really cool. So yeah. So SFR, the way they have it set up this year, it's perfect for families. Even if you're not registering like your partner or your kids to come with you to the actual Scentsy event, there's so much downtime throughout the week that, like, I'm taking my family and we're staying in an Airbnb in Florida, and we're doing all the things. We're going to visit my aunt one day. Like, we're probably going to do Disney one day. Our freaking opening night party is at Universal Studios. It's only open for Scentsy consultants, so it's just really, really cool. You have the opportunity to do things like that as well. That Colorado trip I was just talking about for our first wedding anniversary, Scentsy helped fund majority of that trip, which was really, really cool. What else? We have multiple trips brainstormed right now for the rest of the year. And I have a really big goal of doing like a giant trip next year. So again, Scentsy is gonna help me afford that because we have so many things we want to do. But overall, Scentsy has just allowed us to dream so much bigger than we ever thought before, and I think that alone just is the reason why I'm gonna stick around, because I love that so much. So community, we talked about a community. Everyone has talked about community. It's really empowering to be in a community with like-minded individuals when you feel like you just want to belong somewhere, like Katie was saying. You just want to feel like you belong somewhere, or you want to be surrounded with people that you feel like you have so much in common with. Some of these girls I have never met in my life, but I feel more connected with them than I have with friends that I've had, you know, for years. And it's so crazy, you know, the connection. I love it so much. If you can't tell, I really, really, really love my job, okay? So with all of that being said, I want to encourage you to dream big. Whether you decide to join Scentsy or not, I want to encourage you to dream bigger than you ever could, but also really think about what it's going to take to get there. We know that people are living paycheck to paycheck right now. It's really bad out there. If you've been looking for a side hustle, this is a great one. This is a great side hustle. And even if you just want to join and get a discount on your products, so be it. You can make some friends along the way too. And if that's not your jam, that's okay too, you know? So definitely dream bigger. Dream bigger than you ever have before, and Scentsy will provide if you work your business. What else did I want to say? Clearly you don't have to have it all. I'm sitting in a chair in my daughter's room with this ugly background. I've had the offices all decked out with all of the organization, right? I've had just my cell phone working in the car when I can. I've had working at a coffee shop. I've had working in my daughter's room, right? It doesn't have to look like Morgan's office, right? It doesn't have to look like how, you know, someone else is working their business. Comparison is the thief of joy. There's like one of my favorite quotes, and just know that you can do whatever works for you. As long as you have what you need, internet, and some product knowledge, and the eagerness to get started, you're gonna do a great job. So yeah, show up authentically and use what you have, and that's really all that I wanted to say. I'm so sorry I got emotional on you guys, but it's still kind of fresh. But yeah, I just want to say thank you again to everyone who has spoke today or tonight. You guys are all so inspiring, and I hope that maybe something I said resonated with you. And if I invited you to this group, I'm gonna reach out to you tomorrow and see how you felt about today. So I hope you have a great night. I will see y'all later. Bye guys.